how liberally we were prescribing these opioid medications. Like you take an oxycodone or a Percocet, it's the same. It's pill form of heroin. And what we did was expose a huge segment of society to the powerful addictions of opioids, and now we're dealing with a crisis, and we're losing hundreds of people, thousands of people annually to overdoses due to opioid addiction. So often we're seeing folks that go out for an injury, maybe a back injury or a neck injury, anything, and they're getting hooked on these prescriptions, these opioid prescriptions. So this would set up guidelines as to how they're going to be prescribed in workers' comp. I've seen it firsthand. Lives have been destroyed for somebody who got hurt on the job. A hardworking individual working gets hurt on the job, goes to workers' comp because you have to use that workers' comp doctor, and before you know it, they got an addiction issue. They're better. They can't get back to work. Their family's struggling. Their marriages are breaking up. The kids are in protective services, and it's a mess. What is happening because of how they're prescribing? And I don't see how you can actually say that you want to address the opioid and heroin epidemic in this state without supporting this measure to get our workers' comp, these formularies in our workers' comp. The families are suffering, and the workers are suffering by not having these formularies in place. We're not denying anybody any kind of medication they need, but what we're not going to do is we're not going to allow people who are profiting on this addiction and on this epidemic to just be liberally prescribing these drugs and getting people addicted. It's devastating families across this Commonwealth, and these formularies will go a long way to curbing that abuse. Pennsylvania is second in the nation in workers' comp prescribing of opioids. Right there, that tells you we have a problem. And it's 25% of people that receive a second prescription for an opioid medication develop some type of addiction issue. People, we got to be treating them, make sure that we're providing them with the therapy that they need, the medications that they need that are legitimate, and helping them to get better so they can get back to work. And I think that's what this proposal will do, and I support it, and I'm hoping that we can get it passed and on to the governor. With his emergency declaration last week, I think the governor should be all in on this and get it done.